Hey guys, welcome to a very special video. This video is the first part to a short series on my channel, 33 Cubers 1 Scramble. This series will have 3 parts, each part having 11 cubers respectively. As the name suggests, 33 cubers will be given the same scramble. They will then do a timed solve on the scramble and then reconstruct their solution. The scramble that the 33 cubers got will be on the screen right now, along with in the description down below. Do feel free to try the scramble yourself and comment what time you got in the comment section down below if you wish. If you want to watch a specific cuber's time and or reconstruction, the timestamps of each of the participants featured in the first part will be in the description down below. Now that your cube is scrambled, time yourself with this scramble and write your time in the comment section down below if you wish. As for the video, let's get started with the first part of 33 cubers 1 scramble, where we will have for the first part 11 very talented cubers on. Sit back, enjoy, and learn the different ways people solve the cube with this scramble. Let's get started.
Okay, so I do white and yellow cross, so I looked for the yellow cross for quite a while because I saw all these 3 pieces immediately, but I couldn't really find anything good, so I decided to go for the white cross in the end, because also this piece, right, like this pair right here is gonna stay here after I do the cross, so I can do that as my first pair. And I really like planning out first pair, so that's what I did. And then I saw, probably not the best, but while I was doing that, I saw these 2, which is all right because this is really bad F2L now. No white pieces are at the top, but also the way that I decided on solving these was not the best or most efficient. And then afterwards, I probably should have gone for the other pair, but I did this one next, just like that. And then I saw this while doing that. Pretty quick OLL here. But then at the PLL, I also really messed up. I think I did something like AUF, cube rotation, AUF back, and then the PLL with the kind of canceled into the AUF with the last move at least. But still, overall, not that good of a solve.
Okay, so I got a 12.36 on the scramble and I'm a white cross only solver. So I saw that my cross pieces were here, here, here and here. And how I decided to solve this cross was by doing an L2 to start, U, F2 and then do a U2, R2 to insert this piece and then do a D to finish my cross. For the first pair I saw these 2 and I did a U prime, then I did this and then inserted it. For my second pair, for no reason, I rotated and did a U prime and then rotated back, did another U prime and then just inserted this pair. Then I rotated back this way, did a U prime and then U2 and then solved this case kind of like this. And then for my last pair, I did these R, U2, R prime, rotate, U, insert. Then I got this OLL case which I really don't know, so I just did 2 look. And while I was doing that, I realized I know this COLL. It's a very easy one, so I just did that. And I was just left with a U perm with a U to AUF.
So we can solve these 2 edges in correct relation to each other with an R2, and I can connect this blue orange edge to the green face with a B. And we can also see that this, so while doing the B, this corner moves to here and an R2 will connect it to this one, but it won't be correct, so we have to fix that later. So I'm going to start off with B, R2 prime, and now align these 2 with a D, and then L to F solves the cross, so I track this pair, so this will be my first pair. Just take it out and insert it, and while inserting I saw that this pair formed, so I'm gonna immediately go into solving this one, which created this free pair. So I'll rotate it, which created another free pair. I'll rotate it again, and then easy all into J-perm.
So here's what I saw in inspection. I saw white first, and I didn't do this as my final solution. There are a few reasons for that. So I saw this, and this, and I did something like L2, D prime, F2, D2, R2. And then I didn't see this pair in inspection, but I saw this. And I didn't do this one because it would require a rotation mid pair to solve, like this. Or you could do this, which solves the pair in the back, in the front, and I don't like doing that because that affects look ahead. And yeah, if I had seen this I probably would have done it, but yeah, I didn't end up doing it anyway. I saw green instead, and then I saw this piece, this, and this. So I did something like, and I saw this and this as well in inspection. So R prime F, D prime, R prime D, R, D2. And then I did these two, and something really cool happened while doing that. This got paired as well. So you can do a cool multi-slot with these two, which goes like R, B prime, R prime, U, B. And that solves those two in the back, which is very convenient for look ahead. And I saw these two getting paired while doing the last few turns. So while doing that as well, I saw these two. So I solved and went straight into double sexy. And I saw this OLL CP, which is like anti-soon from the back, and straight into fruit off. So I saw this as well, and I know while I get this CP, this bar or these two go to the back. And I knew it would be a bar as well. So I did fruit off and then U2 straight into, and then a U-perm.
Okay, so at first the scramble looks kind of bad, but I saw that I can solve this one in one move, and when I solved this one using a D prime F2, these two are like, you can pair them up in one move. So I adjusted the cross, and instead of just doing an R2, I did an R and inserted this pair, which also paired up these two, or it did pair them up, but it made them into a 3-move insert, so I could just move them out of the way, solve the last cross edge, and yeah, just solve the 3-move insert, go straight into these two, and then solve them like this. Doesn't give me EO, but it's decent. And okay, for this case, I know that the standard anti-soon F sexy F prime gives a diag swap, so I did OLCP, which is pretty easy for this case. It's just double sledge, double sexy. And I think I was able to cancel 1 or 2 moves into the U-perm, and that's basically it.
So it's not the nicest cross, but it's not too bad either. This one's already kind of in place, and this one is in relation to it. So I knew that if I brought this down, then these two would in the end be on the top layer. So I brought the red one down, and the remaining 2 white edges I solved like this. And then obviously these two ended up like that. And I did a U2 and then solved this edge, or this pair, inserted it, and then this one just happened to be built already. And then I solved this pair. Now the smart thing would have been to do this, because that would have oriented the edges and set up a 3-move pair, but I didn't do that. I did this instead. So that builds it, but it doesn't orient the yellow edges. And inserted it, and then normal case, and I could already tell that it was going to be a 6-move OL, and then a G prime.
Alright, so here's the scramble. We did the white cross. We can preserve this pair. So our solution will be insert this orange piece, and then put this, which brings this pair up, and R2, and then we can cancel to this after this pair. And then here, if we do this pair, this will become a free pair for us. So we go straight into that. And then Ola, and then G-pin.
So first I wanted to do the white cross, so put this edge here, and then this one, and then U2 and L2. Here I saw this pair in inspection, so I did it like that, and then I see this, and what I see is that if I insert it like so, it will create this, which is pretty bad. But if I insert it with a sledge like this, it would create a frame over. So I did it. And then rotation, and I see this pair, which I do like this. And then pretty lucky, but I see this CLS case, which goes like this. Solve the oil, and then U-perm, which I messed up at.
It's a 5.54. Okay, so as you can see, that was a pretty nice solve for me, despite the +2. But yeah, it was a pretty nice solution. So this is the first pair. It's pretty easy to see there'd be a 3-move insert, and this wouldn't be affected at all. So I knew that when I inserted it. For some reason, I didn't know the full solution, even though I can very easily see it now. But yeah, I knew I'd do this like LRU gen kind of thing. So yeah, then I've got this back here. So I did R prime F. And D prime R prime D R, like that. It puts a D2 away. I did a D2 and a U prime at the same time, and as you can see, this pair, it's not moving much. So then I just inserted it straight away. And for some reason, I could have done this pair or this, but I just did a Y2. Then I went for this pair, so I did a U2, split it up, then inserted it in the back. But what was good about that, I guess, was that before the Y2, I kind of noticed this corner. So it meant that I could kind of go straight into it, so I did that. And then this just does a U, and then this stays in the same place. So I just paired it up, and then I had a bit of a pause here for some reason, because it's a really easy case to recognise, but this is a VLS, well kind of. It's pretty much just you insert the pair and you just cancel into the OLL. So like this. Then from here, I could kind of see it might be a T-perm, so I just did a U prime, and it was, so went straight into it, but couldn't execute it for some reason.
Ah, 604. Okay, so I got pretty lucky with that solution. Even though initially I struggled a bit with the scramble because I did not really like the solution on white. Then I kind of looked around all around the cube and I saw green was trash, same for yellow. And at last I saw red. It's a 6-move cross, so 1 move more than white, but I feel like the pieces are in a better placement. And also I saw this edge was going to be solved, which means that I can insert this corner right here to make an X cross. And then this edge, this edge was going to be solved, and this corner was going to land on top, so that would be my second pair. And then U prime to set up this corner to be inserted. And I could have inserted this into the bag, but I did not quite plan this far, so I solved it from the back like this, which was mostly fine. Then I saw this pair, so pair insert, and then this pair was very easy to track, and then that's when I got lucky. So first of all, the solution was rotationless, and then I get this easy 1-look last layer. So basically, if I do full I get a white perm, and then I can sort of cancel something like this, and then take this edge.
Oh, that's nice. 5.68. Okay, so now I'm gonna be going over my recon for the 568. So I only do white cross, so I did this. I saw it was decent. So first off, I was tracking this pair. So I knew when I finished my cross, it wouldn't get affected. It would stay in its natural form and just move up to the top layer. So first, if you do R2, that brings this up here and then gets these two aligned from a DOA. So I did R2. Then DL2 gets this one down and these solved, and still it doesn't affect this. Then U2, F2 finishes the cross, and it just brings this up here like I predicted. So I rotated, and then I did this. And immediately after, I knew I would have to do a U and then go straight into the blue and red pair, so I did that. Then I saw this pair, so I rotated. Then after doing this pair, I knew that this edge would come right here, and this corner would be up here, so I knew I would have, like, this case afterwards. So I just did that. So I did the... And then here, just from experience, I knew I was going to get either a lefty F double sexy F prime or a normal F double sexy F prime OLL. So I did that, normal, and then just by here, if these two are opposites and these two are the same, you're going to get some sort of corner solid PLL, and you just need to swap the edges. And I just know from experience that I'm going to get this U-perm from the back, like here. That's just, like, cool PLL prediction thing, so I did that, and then U-perm.
That is it for the first part of 33 Cubers 1 Scramble. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave your suggestions for this and further videos in the comment section down below. Feel free to give editing tips for the second and third part respectively of this video too. Before you head out, please take the time to check out all of the people's respective YouTube channels that were featured in this first part in the description down below. Huge shout out to all of them. I really appreciate you all taking part in this. That is it for now. Definitely stay tuned for the second part that is going to feature more talented cubers. Obviously, also stay tuned for the third part. Till next time, guys. Bye.